Okay, so we take a look at your setups here now. Just to point out, obviously, when we want to get our spine over the golf ball, we want to make sure there's not too much knee flex at address. Some of the shots you hit, and obviously where you were topping the golf ball and the ball kind of shooting low off to the right, we saw you in sort of that sort of setup position, trying to get the knees down lower to try and get to the golf ball. We're flexing the knees to around about this position would be enough. If we can't reach the ground, the spine would need to be a little bit more tilted over the golf ball. So try to avoid obviously the bending of the knees to get down to the golf ball. But the main focus now, I think from the sessions we discussed, is understanding what the body needs to do and what the arm needs to do. Previously, because of that sort of squatting down position, the mindset of keeping the head down, the body wasn't really moving. So all you could really do now was take your arms back very, very low and get them sort of in a flat position. So from this position now, it makes it almost impossible for you to hit the ground in the correct spot. If you do hit the ground, it's going to be back here behind the golf ball. Chances are the club's going to be working up on the way through, and you're going to top the shots. They're going to go low along the ground. And if you try to lift your arms up from this position, the position you'd have to try and get your body into now would just be really, really awkward. As you come back in the golf ball here now, in that low smother off the left, not really much movement through the ball. As a weakish sort of low shot as you were discussing. So the focus now is getting that body to rotate with the club, as we said, across your shoulders as the practice drill, and try and get the sensation that we're turning and rotating the shoulders down towards the angle, roughly about 1 yard in this direction away from the ball. So where you are here now is probably a little bit further than that, but we're getting in a much better position. If we compare those two spots here at the top of your backswing compared to where you were and where you got to, at least now on this right hand one, you're in a position where you can at least now get that club back to the golf ball with a little bit of loft on the golf club to send that ball up and out. And even without telling you, just because of the way your body's reacting to everything else moving better, you're able to get the body moving, the ball going up in the air. You're up onto your right foot there now without even mentioning that in the swing. It just sort of started to happen. Your body's kind of reacting to the movements that it's doing. So focus on that body rotation. As I say, put the club across your shoulders and get that rotation, as we said, pointing that shoulder line down to a spot about 1 yard, as I say, away from the golf ball in this direction. Practice that movement over and over again to the point where it becomes more natural, and then your arms are going to just want to go up higher anyway. Lifting your arms up will be a lot easier for you to manage, and then I think you'll find hitting the ground so much easier from this position going forward. That ball's going to go a lot higher and a lot straighter. So I hope that makes sense. Any questions, give me a shout, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.